Who the heck is Pep Talks?
I'm not gay, but I fantasize about Marco Rubio. Pep Talks. Pep Talks. Pep Talks. Let's eradicate the Kung Flu. I'm literally coming. Pep Talks. Pep Talks.
Who the heck is Pep Talk?
They want our women. They want our children.
Pep Talk.
Sometimes no means yes. Grab them by the pep talk. Grab them by the Marco Rubio. Obama is a racist.
Pep Talk.
I'm literally coming. I'm
Pep
literally coming.
Pep Talks.
We found weapons of mass
Pep talks.
destruction. My fellow Americans, it has been confirmed today from Pep Talks that we are indeed all high on politics.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Friday edition of High on Politics. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All righty. Well, Zach, you are first. Welcome to the show. We are going to be covering pretty much the same thing we've been covering all week. The fallout of the Epstein, not the non-release of the Epstein files. It is getting profoundly worse for MAGA. Donald Trump is throwing everything at the wall, trying to make it stick and just make nothing to see here. Nothing to see here, guys. Come on, stop paying attention. Like that one press conference where he was like, are we still talking about him? Was a great look into the fact that he really is just, he's completely losing it. So you got guys like Steve Bannon, who are now kind of doing the I told you so's, which he always tends to do that. Kyle had a pretty good take on that, where he was just like, yeah, Steve Bannon always tends to come around to listening to like a leftist take, and then a year later, Trump will do something, or like the right will do something, and he'll just be like, see, you know what? I had this take too. It's kind of funny. But yeah, we're going to get to that. But this is very important. I was out and about, and I got lucky. I found two Pokemon packs. So, God, it's kind of sad that like that's what I get excited over when I'm at the grocery store. I'm just like, ooh, look, they actually have singles. Look at that. To be fair, I actually was able to also find a set that I will be able to start opening on stream. But I want to start the stream by opening this. Let's see what we get. Let's see if there's anything good. But yeah, so the weather yesterday, that was insane. I got very, very lucky, and I mean very, very lucky. About a mile away from us, there was like, it's a neighborhood that it's right now, it's a lake. It's insane how much water just backed up, and it was all caused by a faulty drain. So it's kind of weird to know exactly what caused the flooding, and our alderman, he was already out and about doing some stuff there. What up, DV9er? How you doing, man? Welcome. I do not recognize the name, so you are... oh, no, you're a member. Wait, why don't I recognize your name? Did you change your name? But what's up, man? I was about to say, I'm like, how do I not recognize a member name? Hope you're well. Hope you guys are looking forward to the weekend. I know I am. Even though, like, yeah, I do the stream and I still have other engagements. It's always nice when Friday hits. You good? Good. I actually had a good day, man. Oh, it's Decipher. Gotcha. Yeah, okay. I was like, what's going on with that? Cool. Well, I'm glad to know that. Glad you're well. I'm, like I said, I'm having a pretty good day. Got to relax. You know, it was kind of funny. So, in the time that I'd usually be doing something, I was just trying to lay down, look at my phone, and just veg out and just do nothing. And it was actually like, I know you'll appreciate this, Zach. It was kind of like doing a meditation where I really had to think about it and just go, just enjoy yourself, just relax, let your body just kind of do nothing, let your mind do nothing. I just put on some music and just kind of laid around, and then I did a meditation, which I haven't done in a long time. So I would like to actually cover that in a minute. Refreshing. It was really refreshing. But the meditation part, when I actually got to it, man, there's something about it where this is something that like the meditation community really does not talk about, is like how when you're left with your bad thoughts and just like everything that's going on, how it is not necessarily a good thing to go and like hyper fixate on them and then just kind of come out of it more depressed than you went in, because that's exactly what happened. Present mindfulness is a gift. Yeah, it is. It's also a curse when you can't apply it to yourself and you also cascade yourself with negative feelings and negative emotions, which I was doing, I have to admit. It's very easy to do when you're in grief. I was just talking about this, and I'm willing to be a little bit more open about this. For once in my streaming career, I really didn't talk about what was going on last week with me, where I was in my hardcore anger phase. So if you guys noticed that I was a little more short, or I was like, if you guys noticed something was a little off, then that's what was going on. I really came to accept that, where yeah, it's just, it hit me really, really hard, where I was just like, okay, I think that I'm not logical in like how angry I'm getting at things. Like I was getting angry at the proper stuff. Like, trust me, like I was looking, I remember looking at something about ice, and I got irrationally angry, where like it was kind of one of those situations where if I had a controller in my hand, I probably would throw it. I leave stream random times. I just get up and walk around from being understimulated. Or, yeah, hey, really? Dick. Thanks. Is that a way to... That's a hell of a way to tell me that I'm boring. Dick. No, I get it. Like I was saying, man, I kind of understand a little bit where you come from, because I have like a wandering mind where I always have to be doing something. Sorry for your loss. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's not getting any easier. I have to be completely real. It happened in March, and it's now, July. Oh, look at that. That's probably why it was hitting me. God, it's like the 10th of every month. My consolation, find you reincarnation. Yeah. No, I hope so. I mean, we'll see. I'm not exactly, Buddhist. I'm an atheist. I don't even play really with the agnosticism. I would love any of that stuff to be true, but the fact that there's all these arbitrary like hoops to jump through, and these rules that make absolutely no sense if it was actually like, propagated by a divine entity, I just don't buy any of it. Sorry. My condolences. Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, it was one of those bad weeks where I was just like, eh. And yeah, I could prove God's existence. Oh, go ahead and try. Everybody has tried with me, and I don't know why this happens. Like, why all of a sudden you meet an atheist and it's like, I'm going to convert you. Well, okay, I do know why. It's because you don't know any better. Like, that's the reason, honestly. Like, when I would hear, like, oh, you're not saved, I would be like, okay, time. Abraham is a distraction. Oh, I mean, sure. But most of these are Abrahamic religions that, again, they have all of their little arbitrary rules where if you don't follow one of them, then you're not in the club. It's like, whatever, man. Pantheism. No, I'm not converting. No, I wasn't necessarily. No, I know. Real quick, guys, hold on. I want to do this because I unwrap these and I'm just like, I want to actually, and it's kind of cool. Like, check him out. He's cute. All right. Anything good? Ooh, TMS Ogrepon. That's a good one. Ooh, Team Rocket Giovanni. Ah, it's not foil. Dang. Arcanine. Really are. Okay, you guys might not care, but I needed this card, so it is Hydrapple. If you have Festival Grounds and you have Hydrapple, you've won the game. Pokemon, yeah, it is Pokemon, the card game. And I actually play this shit, so. Yeah, I'm one of those dorks. I still play this stupid game. Whatever. I enjoy it, man. What I don't enjoy is the fact that the scalping of all the new sets has made it very hard for anybody that's actually trying to make a like legal competitive deck. People play Pokemon. Yeah. Magic the Gathering for life here. Well, I just got into it. I hate to say, I'm probably like, as far as like long-term Magic the Gathering fans, they probably hate me because I got into it with the Final Fantasy set, which I'm excited that it's legal and I can like play you guys, but I'm just now learning the system, which I kind of knew from like, I played Commander a few times. I play Lorcana. I play Pokemon. Magic the Gathering. It was just when you have friends that play it and they have so many decks, like I just got what's the word I'm like intimidated. I was like intimidated to get into it. No, it's so much better. It is. It's a much better system. I'm not even gonna. There's no like better. But the thing is, Pokemon's simple and it's a different game. See, I don't like this. I don't like this elite card shop fucking like gatekeeping bullshit. Okay, you play the big boy game. I get it. But I've also watched 9-year-olds kick people's ass at Magic the Gathering too, bro. So I don't want to. I really do hate that. I've hated that shit since I started getting into like playing cards. Especially when I started playing Pokemon, where it was actually kind of like hard to find people because they were always just like, no, we got Magic tournaments. It's just like, oh, One Piece card collecting. I'm not into One Piece, so I get it though. I love the Don system from the One Piece game. I like the way that they use like their Don as mana. I really really like that. I also like how you can mix like the decks kind of the same way as Magic, but I just enjoy it. Wait, for real? And experience? Yeah. Building a Magic deck, well, requires investment. Well, that's what I finally found something that I was willing to invest in Magic, because the thing is, like, I play D&D, and when I saw the D&D set, I was thinking about doing that, but somebody explained to me that they're like, yeah, that's not, it's not technically tournament legal or anything, like, you can't really mix it with any older cards or any of that shit. I was like, oh, well, that kind of sucks, and then they did the secret layer stuff. So yeah, when this came out, and I found out that this wasn't just a secret layer release, that this actually is like an MTG, core set, and it's Final Fantasy, which is like my dude. Like I got a Moogle and a Chocobo back there. Like that's like I love Final Fantasy. It's one of the like main franchises that anytime something comes out, I gotta play. Except for 16, I haven't played 16 yet. I might gotta unfollow you. One Piece is the best anime. Oh, it's not that I don't like it. It's just I never see, like, my friends are trying, like, they've always tried to get me into it. It's one of those, at the time, I didn't have time to get into it. I had a job that really did not allow me to watch anime. I got hardcore into books. That's where I got into The Expanse. That's where I got into the Game of Thrones series. Even before the series wrapped up, so it's about effing the government. Cool. No, I'm not against it, bro. Like, I'm not against One Piece. I never did not like it. It was just something where by the time I could get into it, it was on like episode 100. And as someone who watched all of Naruto, that was intimidating as fuck. Because I know shonen. It's 25 minutes, but you never know if you actually need to watch it or not. I got burned by Naruto really bad with the filler episodes. Although the Kiba arc was really good. Now it's on like 1,000 something. Yeah, see, I heard that they're doing the new anime, which is essentially restarting it and telling it like it's One Piece Kai. My buddy said that that's the way he's going to watch it with me. He's like, it's based on the manga. So yeah, I'm down to do that. And yeah. It just sucks because this is the same friend who, no fault of his own, he kind of had a baby. We were watching Gundam, and we're on, like, episode 4. And, yeah, now we're just kind of in limbo. That's how I'm going to watch it? Yeah. You could watch 6 hours and be on the same arc. That's insanity. That's insanity. I'm sorry, man. Like, I love DBZ, but like that was Super's problem too. Like where they just could have wrapped it all up pretty neatly. Like, the thing that really pissed me off about Super is that they didn't even need to tell two of the arcs. You didn't need the Beerus arc. You didn't need the Frieza arc. They told it in the movies, which was fine. And everything that they added didn't add anything of substance outside of maybe, just maybe, starting to set up the Tournament of Power, which was annoying. I can sit and watch One Piece without being undersim. That's cool. Actually, alrighty. Well, I would like to give my 2 cents on the Superman movie. I may have liked it. I may have liked it a lot. Oh yeah, they gave out these little pins at the theater yesterday. I was just like, you know what? Fuck it, I'll wear it on stream. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. And the reason I bring this up there, Zach, is the one criticism I have is actually something that you might like about the movie is that it does not, you will not get stimulated or I keep saying undersim. It's understimmed. Understimulated. It was fast-paced. It takes you right into the action. No origin story. I loved that. I really loved that. I heard real Superman fans will love it. Yeah. If you've ever read a Superman comic, you will love this movie. Because the thing is, that's the thing with James Gunn. Like, he doesn't necessarily care if you know about the properties. And everybody knows the gamble he took with Guardians of the Galaxy, but nobody mentions the Suicide Squad one that made Peacemaker what he is. So, I'll watch it on 1, 2, 3 movies. You might not even need to do that. Yo, Anna. What up? I'm dead serious, dude. If you were to even speed that movie up, you would probably get lost. Yes, Alan Tudyk playing a sassy robot again. Yes, Okay, I don't usually do spoilers, but I will spoil this one line where he was just like, his number is 4. He's like, maybe one day you will give me a name. And it's like, well, 4's a good name. It's like, I like Gary. It's just like, all right. Good old James Gunn humor. Gotta love it. So that's actually one thing I'll say is the James Gunn humor was not as in your face. I was expecting it to be almost annoying, where it's like, Thor Love and Thunder, where I thought it was going to be that obnoxious, where it's like the goats, the because even as someone who loves a good comedy and loves telling jokes, sometimes it's too much. You can't just, you burn people out, especially with a movie like that, where it's like, dude, use the emotional spectrum. What are you doing? Like, you can have the highest highs and the lowest lows, especially with Thor. That one really, that pissed me off. After coming off of Ragnarok, it was like, ugh. But overall, the Superman movie. Oh shit, I'm a minute away, so give me 1 second. While I take this minor intermission, I'll just say this: Crypto, good dog, very good dog. He's technically a bad dog in the movie. Which, after I found out that he's based on James Gunn's actual foster dog, I was like, that's kind of funny. Which he adopted. He did adopt that dog. I thought that was cool. I never watched superhero movies. Oh, well, I mean, I get it. I understand. It's not everybody's bag, man. Like, I get it. I grew up with Christopher Reeve's Superman. I grew up with Michael Keaton Batman. I started reading comic books at 7 years old. I am the target audience for all of this. So, well, not really, actually. Hold on. I'm the target audience for, possibly spending collector money, but technically I would say that this movie was made, and this is refreshing, this wasn't a knock on the movie. It was made for kids. Like, they want kids to get into Superman. Who knew? Hey, happy 420, and then I'll get back into this. See, I'll see that. I think my best take, as far as like a review, is as an uncle to a nephew who has a very, very short attention span, already. Like, he cannot watch full movies. His mom told me that. She's just like, don't ever try to watch a full movie with him. It just won't work. But recently, he watched the full Minecraft movie, and he also watched Mario. So there's hope. And after watching this one, the way it's paced, again, somebody on the Piers Morgan one ripped on this, where they're like, this was like made for TikTok attention. It's like, yeah, because everybody has a TikTok attention span. What are you talking about, man? I will say, like, it was kind of, it bounced all over the place, but it was nice. It was a popcorn flick. Now, I want to get to how I really dug how Superman was not perfect, and how, like, there was a lot of criticism about this, where they were just like, oh, why is Superman getting beat up all the time? It's like, because what is this obsession where they need to see him as this godlike figure that never has a challenge? Like I said this yesterday, if I was a writer for Superman, I would never, like, if they were offering me Superman, I'd just be like, nah, I'd rather take Plastic Man than Superman. 'Cause at least I could have fun with that. But this changed my mind a little bit. The interest for superhero movies died with Guardians of the Galaxy. Couldn't believe how bad it was. You didn't like Guardians 3? I loved Guardians 3. What was wrong with Guardians 3? I always love getting some of your critiques on this, because I don't need everybody to agree with me. I like Guardians 3. I actually love Guardians 3. It may have brought a tear to me eye. I mean, it's got animal cruelty in it. Like, it's going to do that. It's a hard watch. It really is. But yeah, I like how Superman is not... I'll get to Lex here in a minute, dude. Don't make me bury the lead with this one, because Lex is his own segment. So I like how Superman is not perfect. He keeps getting his butt kicked, and they explain it right in the beginning of the movie. They give you like a little header, which we don't get those anymore. I like that, where it's just like Superman is it gives you his little origin in one little, like, he came to Earth from Krypton. He was raised by humans. And then it explained, like, the timetable, where it's like, because I like how they said this, where it was like 33 years ago, he landed here. 3 years ago, he started testing his powers. And now, or like a year ago, or something like that. Like, he's only been Superman for like a few years. And right at the end, it literally tells you, and Superman just lost his first fight. So he is like that character, but we happen to see him when he's at his down, where he's like, oh my God, like, maybe I'm not that powerful. Like, he's questioning everything. I love that. It left me numb. Oh, I'm sorry. We'll talk about Guardians 3 here in a minute. I just want to get through this real quick. The stakes felt high, even for a silly comic book movie. Yeah, I actually took notes. Yeah, I took this one seriously. I wasn't the only one, though, because there was a few, like, movie reviewers there. It was a cool premiere, I gotta say. Like, they like, look, yeah, got a cool little pin and everything, if my mic wasn't covering it. And my hair. And now another remake of a already boring spinoff to Scream movies, the 90s, the movies I Want to Know What You Did Last Summer. I'm fine with that. I mean, I Know What You Did Last Summer was always funny. That was more of a funny film to me, although I also had a huge crush on Jennifer Love Hewitt growing up. Although she's still good. So yeah, the stakes felt high, even though it's a silly comic book movie. Like, it bounces. It really is like reading a comic, where you're just like, next page, next page, next page, and you don't necessarily need all of like the silly transition stuff. So I don't know. Maybe I'm more simple for that, because somebody like was pointing that out on another comic review right-wing comic reviewer that I was watching his takes on this, and he was just like, yeah, I just kind of didn't like that there was, they kept jumping from scene to scene, and I was like, yeah, they kind of did. I will admit that, but that's where I could see it, where I at least could just go, it felt like I was reading a comic, where I was just turn the page, oh, look, more action. And it also did the thing where it didn't over-explain, where it was just like B-plot. A plot, B plot, A plot. I loved that. David Cornsweet as Superman. He is Superman. Anybody that's doing this Henry Cavill, like lamenting Henry Cavill, I'm sorry. The thing is, he actually makes Henry Cavill look like a bad Superman because Henry Cavill didn't really do anything. He was boring. Like, go back and watch Man of Steel. He was very boring and just droll. And it wasn't just because it was a dark, dour movie either. It was just his characterization of Superman wasn't very hopeful. I mean, go back and watch just any of it. And, like, yeah, that was Zack Snyder. Lois Lane, perfect. I just found out that she was Pierce Brosnan's daughter and a prolific Pokemon goer. I did not know this, but she actually is, like, somebody that legit, like, goes to all the Pokemon Go events, and she's hardcore into Pokemon. So if you happen to go to a premiere where you see Rachel Brosnan, bring a Pokemon card. I'm sure that you'll actually appreciate that. Jimmy Olsen. I have to give Jimmy Olsen some props here. This was a proper characterization of Jimmy Olsen to the point where it was like, holy crap, you ripped him out of the comics and they gave him a little twist. I'm not going to ruin it, but it's great. Mr. Terrific. All I'll say is just he's goddamn Mr. Terrific. He's one of the best parts in the movie. If you do not like comic book movies, you will like Mr. Terrific. He rules. Guy Gardner. I think I'm gonna just make my own, like, a different video about Guy Gardner because holy shit, Guy Gardner was amazing. He was. If you don't know, Nathan Fillion played Guy Gardner, who is one of the most ridiculous, just not even comic book characters, but he's the most ridiculous Green Lantern. It was always like, how the hell did he get a ring? Which is fun. I like the fact that he was kind of like, what if your school bully got some superpowers? And you were just like, why? Like, kind of dug it. But he actually brought some heart to the movie that you unexpected, that it's always the guys that act the hardest that are probably the biggest softies, which that's why we got to try and appeal to people's better nature. That's what I took from this movie. But if you have ever seen Dr. Horrible and the Dr. Horrible sing-along, he is essentially playing Captain Hammer, and it's fantastic. I'm all for it. Pep Talk TV 101 Easter eggs you may have missed. No, I used to love Screen Crush. I actually used to super chat into them, and I loved that channel until it just got repetitive. And it was for Doug. I love Doug. If you don't know who Doug is, he's a little I think he's a Pomeranian. I never actually found that out, but yeah, he's a tiny little dog who he does like a little voice for his dog, and they work in like a little abandoned Blockbuster. It's a good little thing that he's got going, but I got bored with. I also hate the Easter egg things. Yeah, whatever. Who cares about the Easter eggs? Let's see. Sorry, kind of did derail, but I was just like, all right, here we go. Lex Luthor, and I hope that you guys are still with me for this. I know that even if you don't care about Superman, I'm going to give you guys a hint who he based his Lex Luthor on. My hero. Yeah, I swear to God. Okay. He was totally basing his personality off Tim Pool. Fight me on this one. I want somebody to actually try to challenge me on this, because when I actually have the ability to do this on Twitch here, where I can watch a clip from Superman and then play it back to back with Tim Pool, you will be like, what the fuck? That's hilarious. And Nick Holt is awesome for it. I have to give him so much credit because he was such a prick. He was so good as Lex Luthor. But at one point, I just leaned over to my buddy where I was just like, he's totally playing Tim Pool. And he just looked at me like, oh, he is. It was great. And the fact that he's bald made it that much better. I wonder if today's outspoken Henry Cavill would protest the Superman he had to play not being lore accurate. Yeah. How come he didn't do... Yeah, what is with that? I have to say, because he is kind of annoying with the way that he's doing Warhammer and the way that he got himself fired from Witcher. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering why I didn't care about lore accuracy. Well, let's be real though. I have to, as a comic book fan, there's so many iterations of Superman that you can't really, unless you're basing it on the original Superman, and then you're complaining, fine. But I don't know, man. He's changed so much through the years that you can't, if you just like, oh, Perry's black now. It's like, there's been like 4 black Perrys. What are you talking about? Is Superman 2025 worth going to? Yes, 200%. Yes, and it's not just because I'm a fan, and they gave me this sweet pin. It is actually fucking super sweet. I like the new logo, even though it's not the new logo. This is technically the Kingdom Come logo. Nerd stuff. But, no, it was so much fun. It was a popcorn movie through and through. You don't have to overthink shit. Loved that. Because, again, if you're going to a superhero movie, I don't need Tolstoy. You know, like, I don't need, or like War and Peace. Like, I just don't need that. I can totally be okay with just turning my brain off and going like, oh cool. Even though there was a big twist, I don't want to break that, but there was one thing that somebody brought up in the Piers Morgan debate or whatever the hell that was, where he was just trying to break down like, oh, how come Superman's not a manly man anymore? It was the fact that oh shit, wait, I will make a photocopy of Lex and Tim Pool's beat. Do it, please do. Please do. Oh, if you were like an hour drive, Tornadic Supercells just saying, oh shit, that's crazy. No, thank you. Sorry, I got kind of derailed here by chat. And I just realized that my music's still not playing. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's working. Woohoo! I'm good, Panic. Thank you. I'm not a storm chaser, bro. Like, I don't give a shit, really. Like, they come and they go. Like you said, you just wasted a whole bunch of money. Like, you got your adrenaline thing going. It's fine. I appreciate what you're doing, but I don't need to. I'm good. Take pictures. I'll watch videos. Okay. Oh yeah, the big changes. All right, so the big changes in his origin. Now, here's the thing. I'm gonna give you guys a spoiler warning. This is one that I do want to cover. So if you guys do not want like this spoiled for you, then tune out for about 2 minutes. This will take very quick, or this will be very quick. And that would be that his parents sent him here with the intention of taking over the Earth, and being the last son of Krypton. So these guys took that implying that like he was supposed to be Homelander. And there is another thing that happens, and this one I will not spoil because I'm there's a lot to enjoy here. So you should have a spoiler warning graphic so when people remove it, or when you remove it, people can turn their sound back on. Oh, good idea. Yeah, you know what? Thank you for that. Well, I don't, to be fair, this is my first movie review I've ever done. So, yeah, amateur hour, it's okay. But, here, I'll just say this. Come back, no more spoilers. So yeah, yes. Thank you, Sean. You just said it. It's literally yes. But there's another thing that these idiots missed at the very end that it tells me that they don't read comic books, because they've already talked about how the movie, it's already been greenlit, so I can say this much, but the movie Supergirl is based on Supergirl, the World of Tomorrow. And it's a Tom King arc, and it's really good. But there's stuff that happens in there that, yeah, it ties into that. So that's all I'm going to say. It's kind of ridiculous that these guys, that's where they were kind of getting bent out of shape. But either way, the whole idea that the immigration thing was shoved down anybody's throats, no, I don't get it. I don't get where these guys, like, I'm 90% certain that these are just Snyder bros that are just so mad that they did not get the rest of their, Snyderverse, and they're getting, like, a bright, cheery Superman. This has no wokeness, really. There's even a joke about how, oh, this is something that even liberals and conservatives can agree on. It's not political. It's a fucking superhero movie that you can take your kids to see, and they won't get their, oh, well, now they're coming back woke. Yeah, and there's even some, there's, like, Piers Morgan was, going goo goo gaga over the girl that plays Cat Grant, which they kept her comic accurate, I'll say that much. Holy shit. Look her up. Cat Grant, Superman. Yeah. They definitely went for it, which is fine. I was surprised. Although, there's a few scenes, though, where you're like, well, that was charming. Really, really loved the movie, though. I really did. So, I'm going to probably end up seeing it again in theaters, which... that's crazy. I haven't seen a movie twice in theaters in a long time. Long time. Damn. What's the last movie I saw twice? Endgame. Right? Yeah, Endgame. That one was like instant. Had to. Anyway, so I am done with the movie segment, but I appreciate it, and I'll even put that in. Movie review over. Nobody comes here for that BS. But if you do, and you guys appreciate my opinions on nerd stuff and nerd culture, then guess what? I think you will enjoy the movie. Just turn your brain off. And also, like I said, depends on how big of a Superman lore nerd you are. Then yeah, you might sit there questioning a few things, but it doesn't do anything significant. Oh, and here's also, don't expect anything too big out of the post-credit scenes, but there are 2 of them. Yeah. So be prepared for that. It's the one right after, like, the, roll his logo, you get the main, like, few people, and then they're just right before the black screen credits. Yeah. Mid-roll credits or whatever the hell. But yeah. I enjoyed the hell out of it, so I recommend you guys, at least maybe go see it. Damn it, I did lose it. Well, I guess I could just make this announcement without it. If you guys weren't in the Discord, I have a little announcement to make. On Wednesday, the 23rd, I will be on this space with the Letter Hack. I will be a guest on... He has like 4 shows. Hold on, I want to get this right. Hey Funny Book. So I will be on Hey Funny Book with the Letter Hack, the one and only, the Letter Hack, the one who has curated this space and is just a, all in all, like, righteous dude. He's a good dude. I was watching the show yesterday with him, Ben Dixon, and Andrea, kind of prepping for the Majority Report interview today. And yeah, man, gotta say, I have a lot of hope for this. This is a project that has a lot going for it. As far as also, they are very, very cool. Like, just everybody that's involved with it, I'm gonna vibe. So yeah, we're gonna talk some, funny books. We're gonna be talking some comic books and politics. So it's gonna be a good time. Join us next Wednesday at 8 p.m. It's gonna be after my normal stream, so it's gonna be a long day for me, but it's gonna be fun. Oh hell yeah, Anna, hell yeah, it's gonna be awesome. All right. I didn't really smoke, did I? I packed like a tiny one just to get that over with, but I would kind of like to do that. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting my error message on YouTube. Hold on, guys. I gotta turn this down. I was hoping that I would be over this by now, but apparently not. Oh, crap. That's what... Streamlabs, did you go and reset yourself on me? You did. All right, well, things are running a little choppy. It's because Streamlabs went and reset my bitrate. I cannot change that on the fly right now. All right. Well, let's move on to news. Also, I got my buddy in his bed there, so... Crow chat. I hope you guys enjoyed the movie review, too. Like I said, not my normal thing, but hey, I got opinions. I will say this. I will be doing the same thing for Fantastic Four because I have a lot of hope for that movie. I'm getting characters that I've been waiting for a long time. I'm one of those dorks that was really into the Human Torch when I was a kid. Like him and... They had this comic called Marvel 2-in-1, which was centered on the Thing in Johnny Storm, and it was a really... cool comic. Nerd! Yeah. I am. Unabashedly. I love it. I love nerd shit. I loved Superman 2. Go see it. Oh, I forgot this one has a back. Hold on. I'm gonna take that off. It was a good movie, though. If I had to give it a number scale... Realistically, 8.5 out of 10. Oh, there was one more thing I did want to address. The parents. Because in the Piers Morgan interview, Geeks and Gamers, just like, at one point he made a comment where he's like, hey, I get to say this because I'm from Alabama. He's like, yeah, they were R-word rednecks. And I was like, really? And he's, I was like, really? That's... really? And then when I saw the movie, I kind of saw what he was saying, but at the same time, I'm like, well, it's kind of mean. It's definitely not your average ma and pa Kent. I'll say that much. So take that for... Oh, my bad. I meant to turn the stand cam off. So take that for what you will. All right. It's totally my bad. But that does remind me, I gotta set the screen up. Haha. Let's... 28 days later. Are you, when's that actually come out? I'm very confused, because, like, all the marketing I just recently saw said 28 days from now it's coming out, but then people are telling me they've already seen it. So... Oh, 28 days later. I meant years later. 28 Days Later is a good movie. It's not as great as all, like, it's overrated. They've been calling it 28 inches later. Oh, yeah, because you do, yeah, I heard that you see a dude's, like, massive donger. Yeah. Is it zombie dong? Why zombie dong? Why are we doing zombie dong? I need to finish this coffee. It's starting to get cold. This is like the worst coffee to have when it's cold too. Ugh. All right, I also have my dog going nuts before the hour's up. Come on. All right. Well, that means I'm going to let her... No. Pentagon has now confirmed that an Iranian missile hit a U.S. military installation in Al Udeid air base in Qatar on June 23rd, contradicting earlier claims made by officials that all incoming missiles had successfully been intercepted during Iran's retaliatory strike. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. You're telling me Trump lied? No! This is my shock phase. Hail, Pep. Hey, Johnny. What up? How are you today? I open the stream and all I hear is zombie dick. What is happening here? Well, somebody made the joke that 28 days later is called 28 inches later, and there's reasons for that, because apparently there is zombie donger. Shock Pikachu face. Now, here's the thing, Metacat. If you were to spend some channel points or get yourself a subscription over on Twitch, you could use that. 28 talks later. All right. I'm not trying to get that off track, okay? God. I feel bad. Technically, like, Bloodstone's coming in here. She's just like, what the heck? What were we talking about? I was here for politics, not zombie dick. What the hell is going on here? Like, legit. No, but nobody answered my question. What the hell does that? You know what? I got Google. When does this actually come out? 28 years later. The Bone Temple. It came out already. June 20th. Oh. Why were they showing previews like it hasn't come out yet? I'm confused. I'm confused. All right. Well, I'll check it out. The second one was okay. No, I'm not getting into this theoretical. Ew. What the hell? Oh, hey, Johnny, were you here for the announcement? Angela, yo! Everybody's filing on in. I feel like I may have made the announcement a little bit too quickly. Weather radio says really destructive wind on north. Oh, no. If it's north of you... Well, wait, where did you say you were exactly? And yeah, here. Well, yeah, anywhere near Chicago proper, bro. Like, that will let me know exactly where I need to start worrying. But Angela, how you doing? Also, Johnny, as I was saying, if you guys did not hear the announcement, you're near Burlington. Okay, you're south. Okay. Yeah, the announcement is, man, why am I having like a really bad day with this? I'm going to be on this space next Wednesday with the Letter Hack. I will be on his show. So bad at this. Hold on. Was it funny? Hey, Funny Book. I will be on Hey Funny Book at 8 p.m. my time, so 9 p.m. Central or Eastern. And yeah, we're going to be talking comics and politics. It's going to be a really good time. It's politics time now for some reason. Yeah, these storms are lame. They were good when we first got here, and then they just went lame. That's good. See, this is why I can't stand storm chasers. You guys let your adrenaline and your need to chase things and actually like have them produced, and like it mixed up your like signals where like you don't actually like remember that this is bad for everybody. So when I hear you disappointed, I'm happy. Like I'm genuinely happy that it's like, okay, no destructive storms. This is good. Sorry. I have always had a bit of an issue with that. And just, trust me, man, like as I loved Twisters growing up. Actually, Twisters, that was a good movie. Hey, Superman's in that movie. But anyway, yeah, did you guys get that? I'm going to be on the Letter Hack show. Well, technically not his main show, but Hey Funny Book on this space next Wednesday after my main show. So join us. It will be a really good time. Storm Chaser equals Golden Retriever energy. I mean, I've been told that I have that a little bit. I was called a human Golden Retriever once, which, yeah, I was okay with it. Wait a minute, but now I'm not. Now, Aylin, how you doing? Hope you guys are. I hope you are well. I hope everybody here is well. But you guys are kind of taking this. I don't know who they are, but I'm glad for you. You don't know who the Letter Hack is? Oh. Oh, well, okay, so this space is the project that AG, like the Angry Ginger, and like a whole bunch of like smaller leftist creators, including the Leftist Mafia, they're all coming together to be on one channel and kind of promote each other, and yeah, it's a great community, and it's been curated by the Letter Hack, who is a chatter and contributor to Majority Report. So good guy, really good guy. But yeah, it's gonna be a really, really good time. Doing well. Just finished sled conditioning at the while lurking. Nice. Oh man, the sled, that was my mom, she loved that machine, but it was one of those situations where she didn't exactly have a house for one of those machines, so it was always just, it was something to get around, and like she did the thing that most people do with workout equipment after it sits for a little bit, is she started like hanging stuff on it. So I'm a Pomsky. What would I be? I would be a terrier. I would like a mixed terrier, like a mutt terrier. Yeah, yeah. A little chow chow in me. Yeah. I only know this because I had a dog that was a terrier chow chow, and he was the shit. Like that dog. Not trying to talk shit on you there, buddy, but your brother. He was a really, really good dog. Had him for 15 years. You're a cat. I could see this. I like how you're just like, nah, I don't even have a dog breed. No, I'm cat. Well, at least you know. That is cool. And then I'm assuming Meta, I was about to say, Meta the cat. Come on. This would almost be a betrayal of your entire online presence if you did not say, I am also cat. Let's be real here. I would have to question everything. But all right, guys, we're about to go into the news portion of the day. So before I do that, I'm going to get my plug out of the way here. You know what's up. If you guys can hit that like button, and if you have not already, it really helps me out. Also, just guys, do that for every channel, for real. I don't want to beg you anymore, but do it. We need to bring back Shia LaBeouf. Also, you guys can help contribute to the channel by getting yourself a membership to the YouTube channel, where I'm going to be dropping a bunch of YouTube members only YouTube shorts. They are going to be only for the members. I'm not going to ever release those. Those are going to be essentially privated after. So I think that's how you do it. Either that or I just leave them as members only. But God, there's something else. Oh yeah, the link. I'm having a really bad ADHD day here, guys. I should probably have another cup of coffee here. Actually, Cannibal Shia LaBeouf. I like those cats. Here, you guys can contribute to this link, but realistically, getting a membership or a subscription really helps me out. So consider that, and let's get to it. Also, thank you anybody who has subbed and is currently a member. I really appreciate you guys, and yeah, look out for that content. I'm also toying with the idea of doing like little hour streams during like Saturday for the members only. So yeah, if you haven't been able to tell, I'm really going for it with YouTube right now. So God, I just got another wait, Panic. How the hell am I getting a weather warning before you gave it to me? Like here, that kind of disappoints me here. I gotta be real, dude. You're down there doing this whole thing, and I just got a weather alert. Oh, never mind. It's saying to just be on watch. Okay. Shh. God, what was that? The weather. Ah, the popular saying of weather and tacos. I only recently heard that, so how is it that popular? If you do not know what I'm talking about, it's the adage where a watch is like having all the ingredients, so maybe tacos. A warning means we're having tacos. So it was funny. One time after I heard that from my wife, there was really bad weather when I was coming home from somewhere, and she was just like, tacos, and I was like, what? And she just said, probably not the best way to tell you that we have bad weather. I'm like, no, I forgot the joke. So I thought she wanted me to grab tacos. I was like, oh, I got excited. Took that as permission. The weather is yucky here. Yeah, it's been really humid here all day and just gross. Should have grabbed tacos anyway. Yeah. Dude, I kind of want tacos. Wait, what do I have prepared for dinner tonight? Oh, I got like chicken wings. Damn it. Wait, tornado watch. All right, so here we go. It has been upgraded from a severe thunderstorm warning to a tornado watch. So here we go. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to watch the whole radar thing. I'm just going to give you guys an update. But real quick, because the weather is about to turn. Yeah, now I want tacos too. I'm going to go let my dog out because, yeah, that could turn into something. So just give me one moment. I will leave Stan here on the screen. You can stare at him and also tell him how good of a dog he is. I'm sure he'll get it. All right. get her in a minute. It doesn't look that bad out there. Although, I have to say, he's a good boy. You know that much. I mean, look at him. Look at him. He's so cute. He's sleeping. You. Oh. Here. Everybody loves you. Get one on the house. It's so cute that he gets a treat whenever Pep gets a super chat. Yeah, no, that's that's his thing. That's why I was just like, no, everybody needs to know this. I need to like get that as a banner or something. Maybe I should do that as. Although, yeah, the hair braid thing. So, I talked to the missus. She is 100% a go on this, obviously. Otherwise, I would not have started this. But yeah, she's going to be on stream, on camera, braiding my hair while I'm streaming. So it's going to be it's going to be a fun stream, but also a little. It'll be interesting, I have to say. But yeah, if you guys want to contribute to that, and if you want to see that happen, I'm trying to make that happen right before the Ren Fair. So if you guys would not mind, yes, good idea. All right, yeah, I should probably add that to the scroll. Here, I will do that. Stream. Give dog treats. Yeah, give dog treats. That works. That will be cool. Yeah, I have faith we'll make it. So, yeah, it's gonna. I'm already kind of planning it. Like we're gonna make this, guys. I have faith. Although, she did kind of do the thing where she was like, "Oh no, if you don't make that goal, then I'm not doing it." I'm like, "Oh." She's like, "No, I'll do your hair, just not on stream." I was like, "Oh." So, get a wig for the Tim Pepper puppet, braid that too. Wait. No. For that, what I would have to do to make a wig, it would just have to be the bald spot, and then just like some like riffraff hair, like around, you know, like the little. Do you think he still has it, or do you think that he's gone full like Stone Cold Steve Austin? Did you get your top surgery from a doctor called Gary? Yes, Gary. He does great work. Great work, Gary. Great surgeon. Yes, made me so passing. It's kind of funny that you think that that's like the burn that you think it is, where it's just like, I don't care. Oh, so you're saying I'm a passing trans man? Okay. It's just fucking weird. Gotta be real, bro. It's like, why would you even care? Like, also, are you like insinuating that my hair is the reason? I don't know. Mine was named John Paul, like the Pope. Really? Did you just call Pope? Did you just walk in? What, Pope? Dr. Pope. I'm not trying to burn you, man. It's just a weird joke. No, it's all right. No, the thing is, that's why I haven't really cared, but yeah, it kind of lost its luster, man. That's why I'm calling it out the way I am. I'm just like, new material, bro. Now's the time to update. Like the Vikings. Oh, wait, you know what? Here, you guys can help me choose. Let's do this. You know what? We're going to do a hair segment because the hair braiding on stream, we're going to make this happen. Also, consider every time that you give a donation, the treat gets a dog. The dog gets a treat. All right, hair stream. Let's see. Viking braids. Alright, give me 1 second. Here we go. Does the toque get a streamer? Yes, that's how this works. All right, I'm gonna have to move chat for a minute. Okay, go bald, please. Why? I have very nice hair that has, if you do not see, has been getting thicker. There might be something behind that. It's almost like a sponsor in the wings, possibly. Wink, wink. All right, let's see. For men is what I should probably. For men. All right, let's go through some of these. I like Hairstream. Cool. I'm glad you like Hairstream because we need to choose one that I'm gonna do here. Poor Ragnar's jelly of Pep's hair. Yeah, because he's mad that I'm gonna be doing something like this. I mean, dude, I'm gonna look badass. Not gonna lie, you're gonna look like a fuckboy. Hey, I'm ready for it. Until I get the costume on. Ah, shit. I'll get a nice denim shirt. How about that? Will that help? Or will that just add to the fuck? Should I just own the fuckboy vibe for a minute? I don't know. Then I'll be a Viking. Okay, that's what I was to say. How about if I get a denim shirt, I'm good. And I'll just wear denim until the braids are out. Right? Straight flowy hair is kind of feminine. Get it plaited or make it wavy a bit. Well, my hair is naturally wavy. It's just, yeah, I actually had to, like, brush my hair today, which was annoying. No, it's super humid here. That's how it goes. Also, yeah, I need a haircut, man. Like, I do have, like, look at all this, like, split end shit. Yeah, that's a, you start learning about those. Not jelly. Whoa, now who's joking? I don't care if you're bald, jealous. I don't care if you have better hair than me. I don't care, man. But all right, so then Anna, let's see. What one of these? Can you guys see my cursor? Like, you guys, right here, you guys can see the cursor over here. Nope, you can't. Shit, why the hell's... Damn it, why is my cursor not working here? I like the one in the bottom left corner of for you. Bottom left corner? This one? Bottom left corner. Like this one? Actually, I kind of like that too. Or are you talking this? There will be none of this where I have to, like, get, like, you know, a fade or some kind. Say what I want to say. What I want to say is I can't figure out why my cursor's not working on this. Yeah, that one? Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so you guys can see my cursor, but I can't. What the fuck is going on here? Streamlabs, you were messing with me here. Okay. That's annoying. Alright, let's see. Ooh. Wait. guys. Hold on. The first one I pointed at. Okay, cool. So yeah, this one that has like the tied up knot, which I could totally do. And then yeah, I like that. Yeah, I actually kind of like those. It's just the whole, yeah. I hate to say this is more than what I was thinking. But is that too much? What do you guys think? Too much? If you buy a denim shirt, you're legally obligated to move to Montana. That might be too much. I mean, because I'd have to have that on both sides. I mean, I have a lot of hair, though. I'm just not sure if I have that much. Nah, that looks like extension pieces, too. No, I'm looking at it. Look at the one thing all the pictures have in common. They have long beards. You should grow the beard out more. Oh, yeah. I mean, I have been. I got this going. Here, you know what? Here, ha! There we go. No, I should go with this dude's beard here. Like, there we go. Now that's epic. Yeah, just do the backwards of this. That's kind of cool. No, all right. So, what was the other one? Yeah, this one. So you guys thinking this then? Here, let me move this. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go let my dog in. Bro, that one's insane. All right, before it started raining. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna do this, where I'm gonna put a little template here that I can play with and add each one that I want. Okay. So this one, like this. So we'll copy this. All right, so we got one. We got two. I'm at least adding this one. I don't care what you guys say. Right. And then, let's see. What else we... Man, you guys got sick hair. See, now I have hair envy here. Oh my... Oh, man, that's cool. It's like the sickest Jedi bump. Ooh. That's cool. Let's, sorry, chat. I'm in the middle of something here, so let's see. Just saw Copic. I think the one, that one looks cool, and it won't be painful for his wife. Yeah. Oh, well, she does work wonders. And she has fun with. She said that she did say that if we make this goal, she will go like as intricate. That's essentially what you guys are paying for. You're gonna pay her for what her going rate would be for that type of braiding. Go back to the female ones. You'll have the hair for it. Oh, never mind. I have because I showed you and you showed your wife after I cut my hair. Yeah. Yeah, here, give me 1 second. I'm gonna add... That is actually more realistic. The more I look at it, I'm like, okay, like, there's a realistic one. Man, they had a lot of background to this. Okay. All right, yeah, I'll go back to the all right. Just Viking braids. I should go for this one. There we go. That'd be fun. There we go. That's actually really cool, though. No, see now the wife. That would look really cool. See, now I need it. Actually, hold on. This has turned into a thing. It's like, wait, who's gonna do her hair now? Although she's got people. She's got people. That's a lot. I mean, see, if I do this one, then I'm gonna look like a Disney princess. I'm not okay with that. That's a little. Well, see ya. Care of the storms if for some reason they make it south to you. I like the gray-haired one at the top. Gray-haired one, this one. I actually have hair jewelry like that too. That I could work into this. Oh, I didn't think about that. I do have that already. All right. Well, we'll add this here. So much dead space on these photos. Give me a second. I feel like I feel like with all the images that I just collected here, here, this is gonna be funny when you guys see it. It kind of looks like I'm putting together a like a band. All right, so they all have one thing in common, is just the big centerpiece and then going with smaller pieces on the side. So, nope, won't. I won't even entertain that AI image there. That's ridiculous. Man, I don't want anything where I have to, like, shave the side of my head. Fuck that. Ooh. All right, that's on a wig. I mean, that's crazy. That's an insane... Yeah, just this top. Yeah, no, you would have to have extensions to even do that. Let's see. There's no good shot of that. I mean, that's pretty standard, right? Yeah. Actually, this one works. Oh, really? Dick. Guess they don't want you using that. Fine, whatever. Trying to get a hair source. Oh, that's cool. That looks like a pain in the ass, though. Like these little loops. The guy at the bottom in the middle looks more realistic. At the bottom in the middle. Are you talking like this guy? Or this? I mean, that doesn't look that hard. They did the braid, so like they braided it up on the sides and in, like to bring it up. Okay, I see how they did that. I kind of like that. Here. That's not that bad. Okay. We almost have a full collection here. Here we go. You know what? I keep it simple. I'll even add this one. Here we go. It's very simple. Honorable mentions. Oh, this. Okay. Find one that's more realistic for me. And also, like you said, that's not gonna like kill my wife's hands. I mean, I don't think that would look good with. Yeah, no, I would have to shave my side, like the side of my head. No, that wouldn't look good. Whereas this is not a very flattering side profile of this man. I feel kind of bad for him. It's like, ooh, somebody did you dirty. Just gonna say. All right, so you got the honorable mentions here. All right, there. Oh, wait. No, still. That still requires some shaving. Fuck that. Ooh. That could work too. Oh. There we go. Okay. Now, I can do this. You're killing me, Smalls. All right. There. Put together a list of the ones that I like and that you guys have kind of insinuated that you like. No. From my understanding, these are the ones that you... Oh, that is not the right screen. Hold on. That's my Twitch. Hold on. Oh. Come on. There we go. Now, make my screen. All right. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Out of all of these, which ones do you favor? Because I think, Angela, if I have to guess what you were saying, the ones you favor are the middle ones. So 3. You missed the cool black and white one? I did? Oh. Here, I'll go back. That's okay. Give me a second. But yes. Okay, so number of these, obviously, 1 through 10. Let me know which ones you guys are thinking. Oh, never mind. It's there. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I like this one. Like, honestly, I like that one where it has the top knot and it goes on the sides as like the double knot. Killing me, Smalls. Okay, so here, let me start a poll. Option. Ah, really? It won't let me do it. Okay, so you like 1, 6, and 3. Okay, 1, 6, and 3. Okay. Yeah, I gotta say those are the ones I'm kind of gunning towards myself. 1 is definitely the one that would require like the least amount of work for her. And the least amount of hair cutting for me. Although this guy, number 5, would also work, but I feel like that's also kind of a pain in the ass to kind of try and tie it into a bun there. Man, it's gonna suck to sleep on. I do like 6 though. If we could try 6, that would be fun. 7 ain't bad. 7 ain't bad, but I feel like no, 7, I'm gonna look like a fuckboy. My shit's all still there. What are you talking about? Oh, the flooding yesterday I was worried about. I mean, ish. It's not still here. It moved out pretty quickly. I told everybody what happened, where it missed us by a mile, like a literal mile. That was kind of crazy. Drove through it when I was coming home from the movie. I thought your internet went out. It did. I mean, it fritzed. It didn't just go out. Not disrespecting Uni, but I feel like you're going to show her the picture and the result will be a Temu version of it. No. No, actually, that's the reason that she can charge what she does, is because you show her a picture, that's what you're getting. I like 4. Yeah, the more I'm looking at 4, that could be fun. That would take a minute, though. Because that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So 8 rolled into the top one that has that looks like it's 3 thorough, like, or what do you call them? 3 lines, like 3 braid lines or whatever. 1, 2. No, it's more than that. No, she could definitely, like, she said, don't worry about that. That's why she was also like, because I asked her, I'm like, hey, how much would you be comfortable with me charging on the stream for that? And she was just like, well, if I have to be real, here's my going rate. I was like, yeah. Sorry, I did not know she was a pro. Yeah. No, yeah, she literally does this for a living. She's very, very good at it. So yeah, we're this is what the goal is for. We have 27 days. I'm going to let you guys know that this is, once that 27 days is up, then yeah. And I'm thinking what I will do is I'm going to discuss this with Uni. And yeah, braiding's expensive. It is very expensive. Yeah, she let me know that. She was just like, well, technically, she's like, how much of a braid do you want? Like, because she told me, like, this is like doing one of these is the equivalent of doing like a wedding updo, kind of shit. So, how do you wash your hair like that? Is it like a one-day thing? No, I mean, you can probably keep that. Well, okay, so 3? No, because that's going to frizz out like hardcore. Actually, no. Yeah, all of them might do that. Because I've had a set of braids before where they stayed in my hair for, let's see, 2 days. Yeah, by day 3 they were a little too frizzy though. That's why y'all pay for dinner. Oh, I see how it goes. And Angela coming in with a little bit of a, you know, hey, you get it now? To be fair, as a guy, yeah, you really do overlook that. Like, you overlook how much, like, this stuff is until you're, well, like me, where you're just like, oh, I'm gonna go get a keratin treatment. How much is that? Oh, well. No, it's actually the nice part about having a hairstylist as a wife is I get to try all these new expensive things where, yeah, that's why my hair looks so good. That's why I only date tom girls. Or tomboys, whatever the term is. Okay. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna keep that up so I can show Uni. The ones with the short hair that like fishing. Ah. Y'all don't even know how about the pink text. No, I do. Yeah, my wife she's been using like Degree because she even said it. She's just like, yeah, men's deodorant it actually works. I was just like, oh. So she like went and found the one that she likes, which was one of the funnier things that I caught her doing, where she's at Walmart and she's just like sniffing deodorants. I'm like, didn't question it too hard. And then she just kind of told me, she's just like, you know, I'm so sick of all this. Although she said Lumi, I take that back. She's back to, she's using Lumi now, and Lumi's apparently great. She stands by that, so I don't know. Right? Well, it's also like, I found that you guys have, like the better razors. Like, I found one of those, 2-in-1 razors where it has like the straight razor and then it's got the little clippers. Yeah, man, that thing is I stand by that. Our clothes are paper thin too. Yeah, the big one I never got was the pockets. Like, why they do you like that? That's what, it's so wild. But then again, I've been getting more not cautious, but what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I've been more aware that like stuffing my pockets with even a phone, like, it does look bad, but I'm also not like trying to be Mr. Fashion Forward to the point where I'm like now impractically uncomfortable. So, crossbody bags. I have to say I carried one of those for like a con, and I was just like, man, I need to get one of these. Dude, yeah, pockets. One of my favorite memes that's come out in like the last 10 years is it's a little comic where she's sitting there like stomping on a pair of pants, and this dude walks up. What are you doing? She's like, these have fake pockets. And then he starts he joins in. It makes no sense. Why would you do faux pockets? Yeah, how about we all just like agree to wear like we we all dress like Billie Eilish and just like have cargo pants and like the baggiest clothes so I can have pockets galore with all of my stuff. That's what the 90s was about. That's where Jinko jeans, right? That's how you say them? J-A-N or J-N-Co. Yeah. Jinko jeans. God, the fact that I wore those. I got a picture of me somewhere. It's me with like spiked hair. Not even the good one. It was before like my my good punk phase. It was definitely the more poser punk phase. Wearing Junko jeans and I think a Volcom shirt. I look absolutely ridiculous. God, that's right about the time that I was going to the skate park and met a certain Mr. Tim Pool, Lex Luthor, if you will. DIY spiked hair is more terrifying. Well, I mean, let's see. If I spiked my hair now, how? Oh, that could be fun. Super Saiyan. Or just like this, just do the whole Donald Trump. Come on, let's do it. You know, oh wait, that could be cool for a con. Yeah. Ton of hairspray. Oh yeah. No, like well, I use glue. Used to. I wouldn't do that now, but yeah, I used to use Elmer's glue. It worked fine. It came right out. It was no big deal. It was just oh, you know what? Hold on. There's one thing. My dad, he made me aware. He's just like, you're clogging your drain. I'm like, what? He's just like, yeah. And he's like, what the hell is this? I'm like, oh, that's glue. Which he didn't believe me. You can already imagine. Ew, I know. You should have seen my face when you said it was. No, it wasn't. Whatever, I was a teenager. You know what? It's okay. You do stupid stuff as a teenager. I like dresses, and most of them don't have pockets. That's wild. Especially, okay, why? What the hell? How can they, like, even if they're not, like, external pockets, why can't they have pockets inside? Like, why can't they be, like, you know, you're like hey, Mac, you want to buy a watch? That is actually a smart design. Dude, I screwed up my shoulder yesterday. Oh. I'm pretty sure that I threw it out. Oh. Because women usually have a purse and the clothing companies are lazy and cheap. Oh. Well, yeah, it's kind of like the same thing where you learn, like, the wire bra thing. Like, God. Where you're like, a man designed this. Historic sexism. It really is. It really is. I've never understood why we can't just... Comfort's a big thing for me, and I kind of love this as much as... I have like a 50-50 with this one. So, I'm not as exactly jazzed that we're all as a society just like going out in our depression clothes, but because it is accepted, I am kind of also happy that we're able to go out in our depression clothes. So, there's something about that where it's like, just going to the grocery store. I don't give a fuck who sees me. I don't give a. It's like, what am I doing here? What are we doing here? Well, society sucks. Judge me, bitch. Like, why do I care what some douchebag that I don't even know your name, you're a complete stranger. Why do I care what the fuck you think about me? Sweatpants for the win? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Although, you guys know my rule. When I'm on stream, I am in the denim because it makes me feel like I'm, still, you know, in my work mode. And yeah. I had the same rule working from home where I was just like, I would not allow myself to not like just wear sweatpants and do. I had to like dress, like get dressed. Funny, not fine. I'm rolling on the floor laughing that we just got. You just say you wear dresses and carry a purse. I didn't even mean to. That was just. Ah, yes. You know, I look dang good. Dang good. Just not exactly big on floral patterns. No, and hey, you know what? If y'all are into that, you're into that. I don't give a shit. I have, I shouldn't, like, talk about fashion, because I've been dressing the same way since high school, and that's not exactly a good thing. I'm lazy. I still have half my clothes from about that time, because I did at least value, like, good quality clothing at that time, where I was just like, fuck it. I got so sick of just going clothes shopping. I remember I was like 21, and I finally hit that point where I was just like, what am I doing? I'm playing into this fucking, like, weird fashion cycle. Like, you're the best. You should always dress the way you want to look if your camera accidentally switches on in a meeting. If you're like, yeah, I mean, I think it's not even about what other people, but it's a me thing. Like, if I'm not wearing, like, my go clothes, like, then I feel like I'm still just lazy, and I'm not doing my best work. And I don't know, there's sometimes, I'm not sure if you guys get this, but where if I stay in my clothes like that, like my comfy clothes, it takes away, like, what makes them comfy clothes. Like, it makes it, like, I like one of the greatest feelings ever is when I get off stream and I go put my comfy clothes on. Then it's like, oh, much better. Clothing gets you into work mode. Yeah, it does. It does. It literally helps. Yeah, it's a mental switch where I'm just like, okay, I'm ready to go. Also, you know, I would never do that with any other job. Like I said, I have done, like, work from home stuff, and I still have to get, yeah. Even Superman needs his outfit. Yeah, now it's just, I have to wear a hoodie to work pretty much every day. That was what sucked. I love my bathrobe. I would do YouTube in my bathrobe. I think that, like, my older viewers here, I know for a fact Anna's seen it. Anna, you remember the stream where I just didn't care and I was in my little UGG sweater? And you guys were like, you look absolutely ridiculous, but you look cozy. Yeah, I have, like, somebody tried to call it a Snuggie, but it's better than a Snuggie. It's just a giant hoodie. It's a giant fuzzy hoodie that goes down, like, you know, to my feet. And it's the most comfortable thing ever. But it is also one of those things that, like, the second that you are, like, encased in it, you're just like, I'm going to bed. So it's a Snuggie. No, a Snuggie is bullshit. A Snuggie, it had the arms where you, like, and the back was exposed. That's bullshit, and it's stupid. In your onesie. No. I have a Chewbacca onesie. I also have a Spider-Man onesie, but that one I will never wear on stream. I actually don't have a Spider-Man onesie anymore. I just realized. It shrank. And it was funny because I thought, you know, for a Halloween party, I was like, oh, I'll just wear my Spider-Man onesie. That was a shocking moment where I'm just like, oh, like, okay, this is riding right up. Fun times. That would be, like, the funniest, like, superhero moment. Come on! Oh, wait, they did that in The Incredibles. Oh, I don't fit. Underrated movie. Yes, God, I'm almost tempted to go get it. Let's put it this way. If I make $10 in super chats or in donations today, then I will go put that on for the industry. How about that? Take a little page from the Xander Hall book and $10 is cheap. So. Snuggie commercials were funny. I saw a remix that made them look like cultists. All right, that's funny. Baby Jack Jack. Yeah, Baby Jack Jack is like, he's awesome. Oh yeah, guys. Again, if you like that cute stuff, you guys are gonna love Crypto. You're either all right. You're either gonna love him or hate him, but I love him. He's great. But it's the same as like somebody said that about Baby Yoda, where they're like, or Grogu, they're just like, I hate Baby Yoda. I'm like, why? Why do people hate things that like they know that other people just blatantly enjoy just because they're cute and kind of just fun to look at? Like, God. Spider Wedgie. Yes, Spider Wedgie, indeed. Indeed. God. Okay, that was one of those ones where like you don't know until you zip it up, and I zipped it, and it did the thing where I was just like, whoa! It's a little goose, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, Snuggie for the win! God damn it. Well, thank you, Johnny, for the $10 donation,
Johnny,
and I will go get the damn Snuggie, and also he gets it. Oh! All right, here. While I go get my ridiculously large blanket hoodie. It's a blanket hoodie. It's not a stocking. It's cold down here, so screw it. I'm gonna look ridiculous. I don't care. See? Now this is where it should stop, right? It's definitely a It is not a Snuggie! It is an Uggie. See? It's made by Ugg. It is technically a comfy. Oh man, I'm really cozy right now. You guys may have made a mistake here. Ooh, that's getting warm though. See, now that's the problem. Like immediately, like, because this is just as heavy as the rest of it, so. Snuggie denial. Well, number one, if we're going to be technical about this, a Snuggie is made by a different brand. As I said, Uggie. But yes, oh, man, I feel like I look ridiculous. But I'll be damned if I'm not as comfortable as can be right now. Hey, did you really go off cam? Thank you. Well, you can say thank you to Johnny. All right, well, I guess I'm doing the first segment in this. Yeah, I said I would finish the show in this, but, yeah. Might get myself one, low-key honest. Here, I'm going to drop you a link to this thing. My sister-in-law got this for me like 2 or 3 Christmases ago, and it's probably the best. Oh, next to the Bombas, she also got me. My sister-in-law knows how to give gifts. I will say this, like, oh, man, she's so good at it. Because she just, like, she knows me. She's like, you just like to be comfortable. I'm like, yeah, I really do. And that's why she's like, I saw this and immediately thought of you. I was like, oh. And then she also, yeah, with the Bombas, she was just like, okay. Got the entire family some, and I was like, hey, I'm going to order, like, a whole bunch of these. Yeah, Bombas are also awesome. Just a total aside. Ugh. Oversized hoodie. Here we go. Jeez, man, she spent money on this. $138. Holy crap. Wow. It's nice though. Here, where's the US one? That ain't it. It's called the UGG oversized hoodie. There we go. I can't really get a link for it, but when you're looking for it. No, this is the best thing to game in. Can you guys just, like, literally, it's just me. Yeah. Rock on. Oh, shit. Hey, can you get the door? that does happen occasionally. Like, if I'm... All right, that's another thing. If I'm on the couch and I'm in this gaming, it will totally just be that moment where I will look at the wife and just be like, can you get the dog? I am in my comfort zone. Do not ruin it. Oh, man, it's starting to get warm. Man, this is so jarring to go from, like, being kind of cold down here to just all of a sudden just being like, whew. Get a little warm in here. Oh. All right. Well, let's do the segments. Let's go for the news. I know I look absolutely ridiculous right now, and anybody coming in here is just going to be like, what the fuck? What is he doing? Which, by the way, guys, welcome if you are new here. And also, I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Hit that like and subscribe button. And again, thank you for the $10 super chat. Yo, Pep, tell Trucker John about the stream delay adjustment. Oh, right. Yeah. Snuggy Politics stream time. Dude, I can barely see in this damn thing. It is. Oh. All right. Let's get the dog back on cam because he is back in his bed. Which, okay. I have a little, I'm guilty. I like UGG. I got my first pair. It wasn't UGG boots. But my wife was like obsessed with her UGG boots at the time, and she was like dead set on convincing me of like how superior they were in like comfort compared to other stuff. And finally she found like a pair of like slippers. I wore those things into the ground like where there was just like no more fuzz in them, but I had them for almost a decade. So yeah, I stand by I look like a teddy bear reaper. I've come for you. Your stuffing has run out. They've loved you. They've loved you so much it has pushed the stuffing into your feet. It's time to go, young bear. Was I a good bear? You were. You were a good bear. Teddy bear wizard. Yes, Frodo. And let me tell you something. I use my powers only to gather honey. Just do a Winnie the Pooh wizard. Oh, actually, there's a wizard Winnie the Pooh Lorcana card. There you go. All right, so I got the Viking braid thing. We already did that. I'm gonna move this over here. And then, all right, guys, let's do a news story, and it's this is gonna be wild. All right, well, your local teddy bear correspondent coming at you with a little bit of breaking news that health officials confirmed the first bubonic plague death in northern Arizona. A person from Coconino? Wait, is it Coconino? That is quite the name. County passed away at Flagstaff Medical Center on July 11th after testing positive for pneumonic plague caused by Yersinia pestis. The death follows a recent prairie dog die-off northeast of Flagstaff, which indicates plague presence. So the plague is back, baby. It is back. If Palpatine had one of these, he would have been a... Oh my God! No, you're right. Good. Feel your comfort. Feel your light. I can't even be angry. Execute. Order 420. What were we doing again? Goblin, what up? I'm so glad it just came up as Goblin. How are you? Your name is still hilarious to me. Bubonic plague death in 2025. Yeah, I'm not... Dude, trust me, I know, right? The fact that I had this lined up as my very first story, and and I'm wearing this fucking thing. I'll get over it in a second, but right now, it is still a little just surreal to me. Gonna be honest. Let me update the goal here. 131. Okay. Also, we are making our way to that goal. Oh, man. Okay, so this is kind of funny. Thank you, RFK Jr. Oh, you're welcome. I just thought that, every time I read about the bubonic plague, I just thought, we should experience this. Why should they? Why should they have all the fun? There's a little plague being tossed back and forth among populations of squirrels in the Sierra Nevada. Yeah, I mean, that's what they were saying. Prairie dog die off, and but they're saying that this is like actually spreading from, you know, the bubonic plague is from fleas, so watch out, folks. Exactly, fleas. And these fleas, the second that they can transfer to a dog, like, this is where, I'm not even kidding, guys, like, it's gonna be a bunch of lazy fucking dog owners that don't, you know, get their dogs treated, because more than likely that's where it's gonna come from. Officials report about 7 plague cases occur annually in the U.S. and Cleveland Clinic states prompt antibiotic treatment within 24 hours of symptoms greatly improves the chance of recovery. This marks the first fatality from plague in Coconino County since 2007, with health officials emphasizing caution while assuring risk to the general public remains minimal. Okay, so maybe I'm being a little alarmist. David Gergen, advisor to 4 U.S. presidents, dies. I don't know who he was. So, unfortunate. Anything else before I go to my other ground news story? Because this is all fresh news. Let's see. Andrew Schultz. Trump is doing the exact opposite of what I voted for. Comedian and Flagrant podcast host Andrew Schultz, and he's going to be in Street Fighter, folks. That's a thing. He's playing one of my favorite characters to play, Dan, actually. So this is going to be odd for me. If he doesn't have that ponytail, I will be mad. Every disease that RFK gives a foothold is more ammo for the Jesus is coming crown. Yeah, Jeebus. Save us, Jeebus. Yeah. You're not wrong. Highlighted. Okay. This is kind of burying the lead for one of my next stories, so I don't really want to do that. Forensic analysis finds DOJ Epstein death video was edited. All right, so now we get to go to the nitty-gritty. Well, and now we hit that time, folks, where Pep has a word analysis. Nitty-gritty. Where did that come from? The nitty-gritty. Like, where'd this come from? Getting to the nitty-gritty means focus on the essential base. I know that, but where'd it come from? The phrase getting to the nitty-gritty means to focus on the essential, basic, and often practical details of a situation. While its exact origin is debated, the most widely accepted theory is that it arose from African-American slang in the mid-20th century, possibly from the term nits and grits, referring to the undesirable and tedious aspect of a task. Okay. Well, we learned a little bit of history behind a saying. Well, I like how my camera was just like No, you're going to more of a white tone right now. Down to the brass tacks, MFer. Brass tacks. No. I'm assuming that one came from the 20s. Brass tacks. Damn it. We're going to be on this for... Oh, it's not like TAX. It's actually TACKS. And that means getting down to the brass tacks refers to focusing on the essential... It's the same thing. Learn the exact origin. It was common usage in the mid-19... Yeah, getting down to the brass tacks, see? These dames, they just don't understand. Can't even make a joke anymore. Yeah, we've come a long way, guys. We've changed so much. So much. All right. Well, let's get down to the nitty-gritty of the forensic analysis of the DOJ. Finds DOJ Epstein death video was edited. Who did the forensic analysis? DOJ released 11 hours. They used Adobe Premiere Pro. No! Really? You have all of the resources of the CIA and, like, that you use Adobe? What's wrong with you? You're washed up. Take a powder. I gotta go powder my nose, kid. Wait a minute. No, isn't that what... No, women used to say powder my... But did that mean that... Dumbasses didn't clear the metadata? That's wild! That's wild! Guys, can we just acknowledge how inept these people are? They can't even do the conspiracy! This is why, honestly, right here, this is why I don't believe in conspiracies. People like this are who run it. They can't even do it right. Unless it is the theory now that, honestly, that we got too close, so they put the conspiracy right out for all of us to see, and it's the dumb conspiracy. Meanwhile, you have the actual shadow cabal that's still running everything, while these guys do everything to fuck it up. I still don't get the logic behind any of it. Welcome, everybody. I got a donation to wear the UGG hoodie that you are witnessing, so hope you guys enjoy. The ridiculous teddy bear going through the news. What happened? DOJ released 11 hours of supposedly raw surveillance footage of Jeffrey Epstein's prison cell, but metadata analysis reveals the video was processed multiple times. Using... Oh my god! This is so much worse than it. Can't help but laugh. Why it matters. The discovery has sparked an internal DOJ conflicts, the FBI leadership clashing with Attorney General Bondi over transparency. The edited footage raises new questions about the DOJ's handling of evidence in Epstein's controversial death. They really just want us to forget about this. That's why, like, Trump finally had his little temper tantrum where he was just like, why are you guys still talking about this? Come on, guys. Come on. Just forget about it. Come on. Talk about Iran. Talk about anything else. Because honestly, that's what, like, they're already, like, he's already, like, tariffs. I'm going to tariff again. Guys, tariffs, right? Yeah, bro, is looking crazy over here. Illinois is cooking. Hold on, I gotta check my live writer. Holy shit. Wait, Panic, are you anywhere near Dubuque or Iowa? Teddy bear news stuffed on politics?
Johnny Q $2. Pep Talks Teddy Bear News, stuffed on politics.
Well, I guess we have a new segment, folks. Yeah, because we got a huge sell coming in from Cedar Rapids. That's definitely going to hit me. Here, let's see. Oh, it might not. It's pushing north. Although if this keeps developing here, where are we at? Where are we at? Come on, come on. Let's see. Let's see, Chicago. It looks like it's going to skip north of me. We'll see. I'm being cautious because after yesterday, because, like, dude, I got out of the movie and it was, like, flash flooding. It was insane. I was kind of lucky that I was able to get home because I knew a back road that had a little bit of a higher incline to where we have a little bit of a river. Well, is it called a river or a channel? I think it's a channel. No, it looks like it's going to move. Okay, so, but I appreciate the $2 donation. Let me update this one more time, and then we're going to go into some fun videos about this because some googly eyes belong on that hood. I do look a little ridiculous. I am well aware. Thank you. Thank you, Gulf Marine. I wasn't, I'll be completely honest, I wasn't really expecting to wear this. I made a joke about the $10 and then they're just like, all right, well, called you on your bullshit. It's like, all right, cool. Where are we at? $2? All right. And, yeah, dog got he got himself a, what do you call those? The rushing chew bones that are essentially greenies just mixed with a little bit of a treat. I still can't believe they didn't clear the metadata. That's so crazy. Like, okay, is this because guys like Big Balls are in charge? And I'm not even, like, I'm not trying to be funny here, funny enough. But it's like they have inept 20-somethings that are just making day one mistakes that, like, how in the fuck is Russian intelligence not just running our entire country right now? Which I would not put it past them. That would make total sense.
All right, this breaking news. Sources tell CNN that Deputy FBI Director Dan Bongino has told people that he's considering resigning amid
he's considering
a major clash between the FBI and DOJ over the continued fallout from the release or lack thereof of the Jeffrey Epstein memo. Joining us right now in files, joining us right now on the phone is CNN anchor and chief White House correspondent Caitlin Collins. Caitlin, what more are you learning?
Yeah, Fred, it remains to be seen if he actually follows through with what he has told colleagues. But what we do know is that Dan Bongino has told people he is considering resigning as the deputy director of the FBI over the fallout that is continuing.
Well, yeah, because he knows that here's the thing. I'm not sure if he understands just how much content is out there. So as a content creator, I've had moments where I go back to my channel. I'm like, holy crap, I have done a lot of this. So you don't always remember everything you say or do and blah, 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 blah. So you have this moment where if you have it played back for you, which has happened to me, where it's like, oh, interesting. And it gives you almost a little bit of context into yourself where you're just like, I did say that, didn't I? I did believe that, didn't I? And it's a refreshing or like a refresher where it's just like, hey, you used to have like standards, bro. And now you're just like, Trump loves me. I love Trump. And I think he kind of came to terms with that, where you have enough people also leaving MAGA over this. They're not coming back. I do not see Trump winning these people back after this. He eroded so much trust. Like QAnon, notice how nobody's talking about QAnon. I wonder why, because QAnon's not really talking to anybody.
Continued ever since this memo was released.
They're awfully quiet.
The anger inside the MAGA base has only continued to grow instead of going away, as some officials inside hoped it would.
Bro's hairline is like the ocean before a tsunami.
And now our colleagues, along with Christian Holmes, Tanner Rubin.
It really is. Oh my God. Benjamin Sisko on Deep Space Nine at this point, he shaved it. I mean, dude, he would look fine if he just did the bald head goatee thing. He has the head shape for it.
We're hearing that he's considering resigning after they had this heated confrontation with the Attorney General Pam Bondi over the handling of this earlier this week. And basically there was a meeting at the White House where the FBI Director Kash Patel was there, the White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles. They were questioned about whether they were part of a story, that there was basically some infighting over how this came out, and this memo that said we're not going to be releasing any more information related to Jeffrey Epstein. And I should note that we are told Bongino denied leaking any story to this outlet that it was reported on. But there has been a lot of fighting between Attorney General Pam Bondi specifically and the leadership over at the FBI over who's to blame in this situation. I think the context here is obviously Dan Bongino, Kash Patel. They came from this MAGA world where they themselves had pushed a lot of questions about the so-called client list that Epstein had beforehand. And now the MAGA base is just not pleased or satisfied with what they've said in this memo that came out unsigned from the Justice Department and the FBI on Sunday night. So what we are told is Dan Bongino did not show up to work today, that he is essentially not there out of protest. But whether or not he actually
The fact that we have two podcast hosts running our fucking FBI, like,
follows through on this
it really
still remains to be seen. We're still reporting that out. But it just speaks to the backlash that the White House is very much feeling and understanding after this memo came out, despite President Trump the other day in the cabinet room asking, who still cares about this? One thing we know is the MAGA base certainly does.
All right, Caitlin Collins, thanks so much for that. We'll check back with you as you learn more. CNN senior justice correspondent Evan Perez is also with us. And so, Evan, is it your understanding that if Bongino were to resign, it's as a result of the infighting, including with the AG, Pam Bondi, or is it mostly over the
hey, it's 222. I'm a fan of numerology.
Disappointment of these Epstein files either not existing or not being released?
Well, look, I think Fred, there's a larger issue here, and I think if you look at Dan Bongino, he was a very successful podcaster. He had a very big following online, certainly very financially successful with his podcast that was a very, very strong appeal inside MAGA world. And this job really hasn't been, I think, very much fun. And if you've seen him doing some of his interviews,
it's kind of funny where like he's kind of like, I had a better life before I did this.
Right-leaning media and conservative media, he has said as much.
Bongino was complaining about his work hours just a couple months ago.
That this job is taking a toll on his life, on his personal life, with his family. He's having to essentially be separated from them while he's here.
Do your fucking job. Do your job. Do your job. And you, mister, you do your job and actually like report this with just a little bit of like that, well, I shouldn't be so sympathetic, because he sounds super sympathetic to him.
Doing this job, it's not nearly what he's used to back in the days, obviously. He is someone who came from law enforcement, so, I think there's a bigger story here in terms of what Bongino is thinking. But
what a spoiled brat, can't even handle a 9 to 5.
Certainly think part of what Caitlin laid out just now is partly the story here, and that is that there is some daylight between top FBI officials and top Justice Department officials over the handling of this Epstein matter. You'll remember that back in February, the Attorney General Pam Bondi led this event at the White House where they brought in all these MAGA influencers, these conservative influencers on social media, and gave them, with great ceremony, these binders that were supposed to contain these Epstein files. Turns out, though, most of the files were actually out there for years. And so it was a great embarrassment, both to Bondi and to FBI officials who really didn't have much role in this. And so that's where some of this begins and where you see some of the distance. And so I'll point out one quick thing that on social media today, Todd Blanche, the Deputy Attorney General, has tried to respond to some of the pushback from Lara Loomer and some of the other, and he has basically tried to point out
look absolutely ridiculous
that Kash Patel and Dan Bongino and the Justice Department.
I'm not even kidding, guys. So like, when I open my front door, if I'm wearing this, and I had this happen where I made eye contact with a neighbor who was walking their dog. I was just like, close.
Leadership
I didn't
are
say a
all
word.
on the same page, that there is no daylight. If you look at the tweet, he says the suggestion of
double down on
anyone
it.
that there was any daylight between the FBI and DOJ leadership on this memo's composition and release is patently false. Now, he's referring to the memo that went out this week where they said there's no there, we're not releasing anything else. It's very clear, Fred, that there is daylight between the FBI and the Justice Department over the handling of this. And so we'll see how this plays out in the coming days and
He has so much wind coming between the two, like his bottom teeth.
weeks. We don't know whether Bongino is coming back to work next week. It appears he's taken the day off. He's down in Florida somewhere. And so we don't know whether he's going to be back to work next week. But we certainly know that this is not a story that is going to go away because, as Caitlin pointed out just now, certainly MAGA world is not done with this. They want more, and they want to see more from those documents that the FBI still has.
And it is evident this is just the latest in what seems to be a litany of turmoil that we're seeing in recent days and weeks involving top leadership in this administration. All right, Evan Perez.
Man, they
thank you
really
so
are.
much.
They're still kids gloving this shit so hard. All right. Yeah, here.
This is the worst cover-up of my lifetime, the Epstein case. The reason I'm talking about it so much is because if you can get away with this, you really can get away with anything. If the government can tell people to not believe what they just said a few months ago and have everyone be fine with that, that's just a level of gaslighting that I refuse to be a part of. Never forget, they just promised us names in the release of the Epstein files.
Breaking news right now, you're going to see some Epstein information being released.
What kind?
A lot of flight logs, a lot of names, a lot of information.
But in this case, in Epstein's case, it is incredibly disturbing. We have flight logs, we have information, names that will come out.
Is it going to be shocking?
I don't see how it's not shocking that there were so many individuals that were hidden and kept secret and not been held accountable.
Yeah, well, apparently there are no names to be given, no list, no blackmail. Epstein has now been pushed as a lone trafficker. It's the lone trafficker theory, guys. Essentially, the government's memo that they just released contradicts everything we've seen before and now basically implies that Epstein was trafficking to himself. And Ghislaine Mack...
Jesus Christ. When you hear it like read out like that, it is so much dumber.
...was trafficking to Epstein, and there was no other blackmail or trafficking.
It really is. Like, so they added, what, 200? That's
going
insane.
On. That's what this memo essentially implies. His wealth
and then
his
on top
power,
of it, like, we still have the Prince Andrew stuff that, totally didn't happen.
then
like, what?
Would be just from his skill as a New York financier.
I'm talking about Jeff Epstein, the New York financier.
Basically, he was the world's greatest tax advisor by day and
Good
the
clip.
world's greatest trafficker
I'm
at
talking
night
about-
to himself. And the rich and powerful people who all flocked to him and to his island had no idea of this double life. That really is kind of the heart of the modern.
CoffeeZilla has a new vid just about every day about this awesome coverage. He's had it. Because the thing is, he was trying not to be political, but he's just like, I cannot, in good conscience, just let this gaslighting continue of like the American people. Because because he's not political, he sees this for what it is. He's just like, no, this is nuts.
Theory is
like this is nuts.
All Epstein by himself.
Because the thing is, he's definitely not a leftist.
His friends just were there for his tax advice, despite not being a tax professional or a lawyer. Not only that, another huge revelation is the fact that really the government has increased the number of victims and decreased the number of perpetrators, right? We had the idea that there were these other perpetrators for
decreased. You mean just said none, just one?
That they were just
one
redacted because
apparently.
the government was building cases. Now we got pretty clear statements that
by
there
the way,
isn't
guys,
evidence to
happy West Coast 420.
bring future cases
I'm
on
going
third
to
parties.
step off cam
but if you
here
look
and
at
do
the
a little
original
celebration.
2019 indictment, it
here?
says dozens of victims. This is from Ken Klippenstein. But the Epstein review says over 1,000 victims. So what happened, guys? And by the way, in the interim, they also increased the number to 200 to 250.
200 victims. 200. So we have well over 250 actually.
So we went from dozens to 200 to over 1,000 in the span of basically a year in terms of victims. We like 10x the number of victims, but now there's no perpetrators. Like the perpetrators have been reduced. That is the crazy thing about what they're implying here, what this lone trafficker theory is pushing forward. It's also strange because previously Epstein, in a court filing, is said to have provided information to the FBI as agreed upon. Case agent advised that no federal prosecution will occur in this matter as long as Epstein continues to uphold his agreement with the state of Florida. So apparently there was some deal where Epstein was providing information.
Yeah, he was going to be paroled like 2 days before he like committed S-side.
FBI, what information? We don't know because no one else was involved. There's also the simple fact that if you go to the FBI records, what they call the vault, most of the files are just heavily redacted. So the idea that we got some transparency wave is literally a joke. Yes, it is true. There's no Epstein list where there's like names written down, but names exist in documents, on videos, in images, and they're all redacted. What's going on here? They're going to say, oh, it's all for the victims, right? But it's not all victim names. In addition to that, this lone trafficker theory is already on shaky grounds when you think about Prince Andrew's settlement with Virginia Giuffre, where he paid $16 million to make civil